You're watching Varsity with Ryan Aber. I'm Mike Sherman, and we're talking about the big injury that hit Midwest City's football program, the loss of a quarterback. Ryan, what happened?
Joel Davis playing in the American Legion State Baseball Championship the Sunday before practice started. He's not even really a pitcher. Plays the infield, is a really good baseball player, been playing all summer. Tore his ulnar collateral ligament.
Where is that on your arm? Touch it.
Most people know it as the Tommy John ligament. He's going to have Tommy John surgery and is going to be out for the year, and just a devastating loss for Midwest City football.
A baseball player, a good baseball player, but not a pitcher. Does this make football coaches hate guys being two-sport athletes even more?
I think it makes them think about it a little bit more, especially ones around that area. But here's the deal. Joel Davis is going to be a baseball player regardless. Baseball is his sport. He's a very good football player, but it's just tough, especially when you get an injury, something that's not your primary position. He just happened to pitch for this team, happened to be pitching on Sunday, and happened to suffer the injury.
Where does this leave the Bombers at quarterback? It was sort of a rebuilding situation anyway in their offense.
Yeah, they had lost their running back, James Flanders, lost the Flanders family, really. They got a pretty good running back coming up with Qualon Johnson behind him. But now they're going to have to turn to Kilby McGuire at quarterback. He's a whole lot smaller than Joel Davis. I believe he checks in at about 5'10". Joel is about 6'3". And so certainly they lose that. He was going to be their quarterback next year, probably as well, but just has very little experience at the varsity level.
And of course, a new coach at Midwest City who had great hopes. They've invested. I mean, this is a guy coming back to the Oklahoma City level. How's this hit Darrell Hall?
Well, I think it makes things difficult in his first year. You might see that it helps next year when McGuire has the experience when he's a senior, but this year there's no doubt it's going to hurt them. They had high hopes, even with going through some rebuilding on the defensive side as well. They've got some really good linemen there. Carlos Freeman leading the way up front, and this team was going to be very good for in their district in the 6A on the west side of the state. Wasn't sure if they were going to be able to compete for a state championship like they have in the past, making the second and third rounds. But it's going to make things significantly tougher in year one for Darrell Hall.
Thanks, Ryan. That's all for this edition of Varsity, but you can stay with the best coverage team every day. It is okay, and every morning in the Oklahoman.